Welcome to this explainer. If you own a pool, you already know the absolute heartbreak of shocking your water only to wake up to a murky, milky disaster. Well, today we're diving into the source material to demystify exactly why this happens, and we're going to uncover a science-backed 48-hour plan to clear it up fast. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at why your pool is actually cloudy. Second, the chemistry and water balance. Third, we'll compare Clarifier versus flocculant. And finally, we'll map out your 48-hour action plan. Part 1. Why is your pool cloudy? Let's track down the true culprit behind the haze. It's the ultimate pool owner paradox, right? You just shocked the water to clean it up. Maybe you had a little algae bloom or you're opening it for the spring, but then you wake up the next morning and the water looks hazy, white, or somehow even worse than before you treated it. It totally feels like you've done something wrong. But guess what? Here's a really reassuring truth from the experts. That milky haze usually means the shock actually worked. When shock obliterates algae, the dead cells break apart into these microscopic fragments. We are talking literally 1 to 5 microns in size. That is just way too tiny for your standard sand or cartridge filters to catch on the very first pass. So the shock destroyed the organics, but those stubborn microscopic bodies are just hanging out, suspended in the water column, waiting to be filtered. Okay, to fix this, we need to match what you're actually seeing to the chemical reality. If your pool has this uniform milky white haze, that almost always means calcium carbonate has dropped right out of solution. This usually happens when you use a calcium-based shock like CalHypo in water that has a high pH. On the other hand, if it's more of a green-gray cloud, that means you're dealing with those suspended dead algae cells we just talked about. And if the cloudiness is somehow getting worse after 24 hours, your filter is probably clogged and just completely overwhelmed by all the dead debris. Moving on to Section 2, Chemistry and Water Balance. This is the real science of clear water. Look, before we even think about adding another drop of chemicals, we've got to understand the Langelier Saturation Index, or LSI. Basically, think of your pool water like a giant sponge. It's going to keep dissolving things until it just can't hold another drop. If your water gets oversaturated with minerals, usually from high pH or high calcium hardness, the excess stuff literally precipitates out. It falls right out of the water and turns your pool into a cloudy, milky white mess. You can actually calculate your exact saturation index using your test kit values. It's just some simple math. You take your pH, add your alkalinity factor, add your calcium hardness factor, add your temperature factor, and then subtract your total dissolved solids factor. If that sum hits 0, bingo, perfectly balanced water. But if you get a positive number, your water is oversaturated. That means scale is going to build up on your pipes, choke your water flow, and calcium is going to cloud up your pool. So here's the absolute crucial takeaway. If you're staring at that milky white calcium precipitation after shocking, your immediate move is to lower your pH down to the 7.2 to 7.4 range. You can use sodium bisulfate or muriatic acid for this, but do it before you do anything else. Dropping that pH pulls the calcium right back into solution and actually lets your sanitizer do its job at max effectiveness. And hey, while we're on the topic of balancing chemicals, let's explicitly bust a massive pool care myth right now: baking soda. Listen, baking soda is never, ever going to clear up a cloudy pool on its own. All it does is raise your total alkalinity. It doesn't bind particles together or act like magic dust. If your alkalinity is already sitting in that ideal sweet spot of 80 to 120 parts per million, blindly dumping baking soda in there is just going to sabotage your water chemistry and force your filter to work even harder. All right, Section 3, Clarifier versus flocculant. Time to bring in the heavy hitters. When you need a clearing agent, you absolutely have to understand the difference between your two main options here. First up, a pool clarifier. This is the slow and steady route. It gently coagulates fine particles into slightly larger clumps so your filter can finally snag them. You just add it while the pump runs continuously, and it's awesome for mild to moderate haze. Flocculant, though, that's your aggressive, heavy-duty fix. It creates these massive clumps that drop literally all the suspended junk straight to the pool floor overnight. But to use flocculant, you run the pump for an hour, and then you have to turn it completely off for 8 to 12 hours so the debris can settle. Now, huge warning here, so pay close attention. If you choose flocculant, you absolutely must vacuum all that settled debris directly to waste. You are entirely bypassing the filter because this flocculated debris is way too heavy and voluminous for your filter media to handle. What does that mean for you? Well, it means you can never use flocculant if you have a cartridge filter without a dedicated wasteline, period. Or if you just don't have the gear to manually vacuum to waste. If that's you, you've got to stick to the Clarifier. Which brings us to Section 4, your 48-hour action plan. Let's get you back in the water. Okay, here's your exact execution checklist. Step 1, physically clean it up. Skim the top, brush the walls down hard to loosen any dead algae, and vacuum. Step 2, test and balance your pH and alkalinity so your shock and clearing agents can actually work. Step 3, run that filter 24/7. Just keep in mind that DE filters are going to clear things the fastest, while sand filters take the longest. Step 4, add your chosen clarifier or flocculant. And finally, Step 5, keep an eagle eye on your filter pressure. You've got to aggressively backwash or rinse your cartridges the second that pressure gauge creeps 8 to 10 psi over your clean baseline. A clogged filter will ruin this entire process. If you follow these exact steps to the letter and don't skip the brushing or the backwashing, the vast majority of pools are going to clear up entirely within 48 hours of continuous filtration. It's not magic, guys. It's just physics and chemistry working together. But hold on, before you jump in, safety is paramount. Do not swim in a cloudy pool. Seriously, if you cannot clearly see the main drain down at the bottom of the deep end, it is a massive safety hazard. Furthermore, you have to test the water to make absolutely sure your free chlorine levels have stabilized strictly between 1 and 3 parts per million. So we've cleared the haze for this weekend's pool party, but I want to leave you with a provocative thought. Your water looks amazing today, but what about next week? Is your chemistry actually balanced for tomorrow? Because unless you maintain strict, ongoing monitoring of your LSI, keep that pH tight, and maintain proper filtration runtimes, well, that milky, cloudy nightmare is always just one shock treatment away from coming right back. Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and hey, here's to crystal clear water all season long.